Have you been told that losing weight is just about eating less and moving more? Because for a lot of people, that's not the real problem. The real problem is happening somewhere you cannot see it, and somewhere you definitely cannot out willpower it. It's happening at the level of your hormones. Hi, I'm Dr. Bazar Khalid, and a board certified internal medicine and obesity medicine specialist. Today, I want to walk you through exactly what's going on in your body that makes weight loss feel like it's fighting against you, not working with you. This is the conversation that I wish gets shared with all the doctors out over there who are still telling their patients to just try harder. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you are going to understand your body in a completely different way. Here's what I see almost every single day in my office. A patient comes in and they have done everything right. Smaller portions, more vegetables, a gym membership. And the weight just will not move. And worse, it comes back the second they relax even a little. For years, the answer everyone, including doctors, gave to those patients was the same: try harder, eat less, have more discipline. Let me tell you, that answer is incomplete, and for a lot of people, that's just wrong. Your body isn't a simple math equation, calories in, calories out, with nothing else involved. Your body is run by hormones, chemical messengers that decide when you're hungry, when you're full, where you store fat, and how easily your body lets that fat go. If those hormones are out of balance, you can have all the willpower in the world and your body will still fight you. So let's talk about which hormones I'm talking about and what these hormones do. There are 4 hormones I want you to know about. And once you understand these hormones, a lot of your own struggles are going to make a lot more sense. Number 1 is insulin. This is the big one. Insulin's job is to move sugar out of your blood and into your cells for energy. But insulin has a second job as well, which is less talked about. Insulin tells your body to store fat, and it tells your body to hold on to the fat it already has. So when you eat foods that spike your blood sugar a lot, things like sugary drinks, white bread, junk food, and ultra-processed snacks, your insulin spikes right along with it. If you eat these foods consistently for years, then the ongoing sugar spikes lead to higher insulin levels, and ultimately your body becomes resistant to insulin, meaning it takes more and more insulin to do the same job. More insulin floating around your body almost all the time means your body is constantly getting the signal: store fat, and store some more fat. Number 2 is leptin. This one is fascinating. Leptin is made by your fat cells, and its whole job is to tell your brain, we have enough fat stored. You can stop being hungry now. In a lot of people with excess weight or obesity, leptin levels are actually high, not low. But here's the catch: the brain can stop listening to leptin's signal the same way it can stop listening to insulin. Researchers call this leptin resistance, and it means your brain genuinely does not get the message that you're full, even when your body has plenty of fat stored. Number 3 is cortisol. This is your stress hormone. Cortisol in short bursts is totally normal and healthy, but constant, chronic stress keeps cortisol levels elevated for long stretches. And elevated cortisol is linked to more fat storage, specifically around your belly, and it can also drive cravings for high sugar and high fat comfort foods. Number 4 is ghrelin. Ghrelin is often called the hunger hormone. It rises before meals to make you hungry, and it is supposed to drop once you eat. But poor sleep and chronic dieting can throw ghrelin out of its normal rhythm, keeping it elevated even after you've eaten a full meal. Okay, so quick question for you. Out of those 4 hormones, which one do you think affects you the most? Is it insulin, leptin, cortisol, or ghrelin? Let me know in the comments. For most part, none of these hormones are broken by accident. Modern life is almost perfectly designed to throw every single one of these hormones off balance. Think about a typical day for a lot of people. Ultra-processed food that spikes blood sugar fast all day long, keeping insulin high almost constantly. Stress from work, from finances, from just being busy, keeping cortisol elevated, screens right up until bedtime, cutting into sleep, which throws off ghrelin, and constant snacking all day, every day, which never gives insulin a real break to come back down. None of this happens by accident, and none of it means you're weak. It means you are a normal person living in an environment that is working against your hormones every single day in ways most people never learn to see. Studies looking at leptin and insulin resistance consistently find that people with obesity often have both elevated high insulin and high leptin levels circulating in their blood while their body has stopped responding properly to either of these signals. And here's a hopeful piece of research. Studies following people through weight loss programs have found that as people lose weight, their insulin resistance improves and their leptin levels drop back down too. This tells us something very important. These hormone patterns aren't a life sentence. They can shift back in our favor. They just need the right conditions to do it. Here's the biggest misunderstanding I see online and in my clinic as well. People hear it's hormones, not willpower, and they take that to mean so there's nothing I can do, it's just my biology. That's not what this means at all. Your hormones respond to what you do, what you eat, when you eat it, how you sleep, how you manage stress. All of that sends signals to insulin, leptin, cortisol, and ghrelin. You're not fighting an unchangeable fate. You're learning to work with the system that responds to real specific inputs instead of blindly fighting it with willpower alone and wondering why is it not working. The other big misunderstanding is thinking that medications or diet alone will fix everything without any other changes. Medications like GLP-1 medications can help a lot with some of these hormone signals, especially around appetite and insulin. But sleep, stress, and what you are actually eating still matters. So let's make this practical. Here's what actually helps bring these hormones back into balance based on real evidence, not guesswork. For insulin, the biggest factor is reducing how often you spike your blood sugar throughout the day. That means fewer sugary drinks and processed snacks and building meals around protein, fiber, and vegetables, which we've talked about in past videos, since these slow down how fast sugar hits our bloodstream. For leptin, consistent, adequate sleep matters a lot, since poor sleep directly disrupts how well your brain responds to leptin's fullness signal. For cortisol, this is really about stress management. Even something as simple as a daily walk or a 5 minute of quiet breathing can lower chronic stress hormone levels over time. For ghrelin, protecting your sleep plays a huge role along with eating regular, satisfying meals instead of skipping meals and then overeating later, which can throw ghrelin's rhythm off even further. None of this is a quick fix, but it is real. It's backed by evidence, and unlike willpower alone, it actually works with your biology instead of against it. Here's what I really want you to take away from this video. If you have spent years blaming yourself for a body that wouldn't cooperate, I want you to hear this. It was never just about discipline. Your hormones were part of the story the whole time. And now you actually understand your hormones. That's not an excuse to stop trying. It's the opposite. It's finally trying with the right information instead of blaming yourself for not trying hard enough with the wrong information. So that's the real story behind why this feels so hard sometimes. And it was never really about willpower at all. And if you're still with me, thank you so very much for watching and for your support. If you are interested in a weekly email from me about metabolic health, healthy lifestyle, and maybe some easy and practical weekly recipes, keep an eye out as I am creating a weekly newsletter just for you. If today's video helped you understand your body a little better, hit subscribe so you don't miss my next video. And if you know someone who's been blaming themselves for years, send this video their way. Sometimes just understanding the why changes everything. Stay happy, stay healthy and well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.